The purpose of this video is to inform you of the different calculus textbook options available to you. The first option is the standalone print copy of Stewart Calculus 7th edition, and another option is the print textbook bundled with the new Stewart ebook access code. Some instructors will require that you purchase the bundle, while others will leave that decision up to you. You may want to contact your instructor to see if he or she is requiring the bundle. All of these materials are available in the college bookstore and on the web. I hope you have a good semester.
Hello, what I'm going to do today is take you through the ebook that's been created for Stewart Calculus to show you the benefits that you have and the functionality. This is the cover. You do have a toolbar at the top of your screen, and we're going to start with the tab that is on the far left, which is your table of contents. And this opened up here. We'll go over to see the full table of contents, and all you need to do is click on any particular chapter and see that then you can navigate to any particular section right in the ebook itself. Okay? So let's close that, and then to the right, the next tab is the Media tab, which is a media table of contents. And what I have prepared here to show you is the media available just for section from Chapter 2, Section 1. So with this textbook, you're actually going to be able to go to some problems and actually see some hints for particular problems that show you how to navigate through the problem itself, as well as videos. So this one in Chapter 2.1, let's go to problem number 5 and click on the little pencil icon. And what you're going to see is a hint. Actually, the problem shows up here with a white background. This is the problem. And then in this case, we have 3 different hints that guide you through how to attempt answering the problem. Okay? Now underneath that, we also see that we have 2 different video solutions, part A and B, to go through the problem as well. And all we have to do is play the video.
If a ball is thrown into the air with a velocity of 40
Notice that the video has closed captioned.
seconds later, is given
So if you wanted to see the transcript, you could.
16
But there is audio, and then the video is actually going to start to see the problem worked out as well. So let's go ahead and close this. And let's go back up to the Media tab, because that was only one example of some media to help you understanding calculus in the textbook. We also have lecture videos. We can click on the tangent line problem. And here we have a description or a definition of what a tangent is, and we'll see a video icon to the right. And all we need to do is click on that video, and this opens up, and we click on the play button, of course. And we see a professor who's actually going to go through a 30 to 45-minute lecture on tangents. So if you missed class, if you got to go on a ski trip, broke your leg, and didn't get to come back, no problem. You don't need to withdraw. You can still stay caught up and actually do well in your calculus course. There are some video examples as well. There are also simulations in various areas throughout this textbook. The simulations are denoted by a green icon, and they also are usually right beside a little pinked out TEC rectangle. If we click on that icon, we see a secant line and tangent problem. You'll see some sliders, so you can actually manipulate these lines. And as you're manipulating them, you do see the red numbers on the right changing, whether it's the points or slopes, both for the tangent and for the secant slopes. You can also manipulate the bottom slider as well. And it gives you a really nice visual of what's going on or what the instructor has gone over in class that day. Notice you do have 3 different functions, and the same thing, you can manipulate the sliders for the cosine as well as for this bottom one. Very helpful to give you a visual of what's going on. And the last resource that you'll find under Media that's embedded in the textbook is Mathematica demonstrations, and we can stay right here on this tangent line problem. And these particular media resources are denoted by this particular red icon. So if we click on that, we'll see that we're actually taken to the Wolfram Demonstrations project line. Now the Wolfram is a download. It's a free download that you will have to download to your computers. But again, it's interactive and is put there to help give you a visual of what the author is talking about throughout this calculus textbook. Now that's just the table of contents. You have a virtual highlighter next, so obviously all you have to do is click on it and then come down and highlight a passage that may be interesting to you. Now note, I'm able to click on the drop down to the left of our little highlighter pen, and the highlight that I just made appears here. You are going to be able to come up and sort the highlights that you make by page, by section, by chapter, and you can actually come in and just print the highlights that you make throughout the book, which is a great benefit and help to you. You can also click right here in this notes field. So if you want to take your book to class, your ebook, you can actually sit here and take notes while the instructor is going through problems. And then at the end of the lecture, you could just take the icon and put your notepad anywhere on the page that you're going to find it most useful for you. Again, with your notes, you click on the drop down. You can sort your notes by page, chapter, section, and print your notes as well. Now, this is an ebook. You're able to navigate to a page by the page number. You're also able to navigate by terms. So we can put tangent in here and click go. And all of our references to tangents will show up. Note that the page numbers are hot links. So all I have to do is click on page 82 and I'll have navigated directly to that page. Now I did show you the media table of contents, but what I want you to understand is these icons are put throughout the page. So as you're scrolling through, we see a lecture video icon here. We'll only need to click on the icon itself and the video opens up. We see another icon here, which is a video example. So as in all textbooks, this author has written many examples of how to work through problems. But if you still have trouble understanding what was written, all you have to do then is click on that video play button and you can watch a video. It's actually this example worked out that's also narrated. Not only can you customize and do a lot with this Stewart YouBook, your professor can do that as well. So you very well could come in here and open it up. And let's go ahead to page 82. We'll navigate by the page number. Now, goodness, what happened here? We have a highlight and it's not blue. I mean, it's not yellow, it's actually blue. This highlight was made by your professor. You can still, though, come to your virtual highlighter and you can still continue to highlight in yellow and your highlights will stay in yellow. So that's one thing. You also see that we have, beside on the right margin here, not only do we have our video icons, we now have a notepad that's blue. We didn't put it here. And if we open it up, we'll see a note that was made by your instructor. Know what a tangent means by all means. So your instructor put that there. Now you can delete it if you want, but let's go ahead and save it. And you can still continue to add your notes as well. And your notepads will always be in yellow, just like your highlights. Now the instructor decided to add something else. There's another icon, which is actually a web link. And if we open that up, we'll see it's actually the website for your instructor, Kathy Ferrer, with her little pig. She, as anybody knows, if you've been to her office, Kathy loves pigs. Now Kathy chose to come in here and annotate the text a bit. She did write something here in this box, which we can make as large or as small as we wish. We can actually move the box aside, and we can still see what the author, Jim Stewart, wrote, because after all, he did write this book. So again, just a couple things for you to realize how valuable this ebook is. We don't consider that it's an ebook. We've given it its own name. It is the Stewart YouBook. Thanks so much, and I hope that you have a really successful semester.